Hi everyone, my name is Liz, I read, and welcome to another video. This is a reading vlog. So I finished the third story finally and I loved it so much. It was so good. I definitely need to check out some Highlander romances, and I really like Sophie Jordan. So I really loved it. I think it's my favorite one so far. I need to stop because I have to go get my kids now, and I'll probably read later tonight. So I've read, I want to say I've read 60 pages, maybe 80. Maybe I read 80 pages. I can't remember. But maybe I can read the last story tonight and then I will have completed this book. So I was notified by Overdrive that I had a book ready to borrow, like audiobook, and it wouldn't let me do it. And it's like, okay, you need to pay your fines at the library. I'm like, okay, let's check out. I knew I was having fines. We had a bunch of books taken out and I just never returned them. I usually am so good, but this year's been crazy. I haven't been using the library as much recently, so I'm like out of my library game, like staying on top of it. I used to be so good when the library was my primary source of books, but since it's like that part of my brain isn't functioning as well, I just can't seem to, I haven't been remembering very well. Anyways, I had books overdue. Plus we returned them all, but I guess they were overdue, and we still had a book, and then they said a book was missing. Anyways, so I had to go take care of it. It wasn't the worst fine ever. I've had a fine when I was in high school that was like $80. I kid you not. And I paid it. Like, this is the way you learn your lesson. It wasn't like that. It was like $25, but still a lot. Like, I won't be doing that anymore. I'm going to be more careful. But my point is, they had this stack, not a stack, but they had these carousels of books that were for free. And there have been some sitting there for a little while. Anyways, now that I'm actually reading romance, I took every last romance that was there. There wasn't much there. And these have been sitting there for a while. But I thought, you know what? Let's take them. So first one, just a quick little haul. One Rogue at a Time. I think the author is Jade Lee. It's like covered there and there. I think it's Jade Lee. Yes. So I have that. I don't know what these are about. I have some Harlequins. Let's do, the next one is Killing Time by Cindy Gerard. Okay, why not? I did pick up a mystery. I haven't read a cozy mystery before, but I think I'll like them. Classified as Murder by Miranda James. I think that'll be fun. There's a cat on there. That's cute. And then I have some Harlequins. I've never tried reading Harlequins, but why not? There's a first for everything. Mirror Mirror by Linda Randall Wisdom. Why not? I have Last Minute Marriage. This is an American romance by Harlequin. Karen Toller Wittenberg. This is like an old looking one, which is kind of fun. And there's no stickers on it, so that's fun. This is only from 2000. It looks way older than that. Okay. I have An Intrigue Harlequin, His Child by Dolores Fawson. Cool. I have another intrigue. Yes. This maybe looks like a paranormal. Positive ID by Kathleen Long, and it's The Body Hunters. I don't know what that means, but it kind of looks paranormal. Maybe it's not. I have no idea. She looks like a vampire, but she might not be. And the last one is another intrigue. Oh, I think this is a Christmas one. Silent Night Stakeout by Carrie Connor. I can read this for Christmas. Hurrah! That's exciting. Oh, I'm actually really excited about that. I just grabbed stuff. I didn't even really look closely at the titles. So this is my little, if I can hold them, mini free book haul, because why not? I'm going to add them to my real book haul, and then I'll include them in my next book haul. And you know what? I have enough to actually do a proper book haul now, so I don't know if I should wait for the other books. I can see when they come in, but I bought some books from the dollar store, which was exciting. Sometimes I get lucky, sometimes I don't. And I was almost tempted to go to the dollar store today, but since I found books at the library for free, I'm like, you know what, I don't need to go. I have books coming. This is actually bad. Like, I have too many books coming. But that was my little library story. Return your books to the library. Like, that's my #1 bookish advice. Otherwise, you pay a lot of money for books you don't even own. So, I do this once in a while. I, like, make bad decisions about the library and pay for it. So, I probably won't do that for another 10 years. Because apparently I do that every 10 years. Just have a big library fine. So, it's much later. And I had a bath. I did a mask. I'm breaking out. So I have these like patch things on my face to help with that. I've never used them before. Hopefully they will. I'm on the last story, finally. And it's set in New York, Regency. I've never read anything like that before. I'm liking it so far. It's not my first choice when it comes to Regency. I have read Regency stuff set in America, but I don't know why I like kind of the European stuff better. I like lords and ladies and things like that, where there's balls. But if I had to pick any setting, I do like this one where it's in New York and our heroine, she is working at a newspaper and she is pretending to be a socialite who writes this article, and she's not. She's poor. She's writing these articles to like help support herself and her mother, who is a maid. And her editor got fired, and now she has to pretend that she's actually this person with the owner of the paper, because there was kind of like the editor got fired because of some kind of bribery that happened, and so he's trying to like repair the image of the newspaper, and he asks her to host a dinner party for the people on the board so he doesn't get sacked. And so she's like trying to pull off the scheme of this dinner party, even though she's not a socialite, she doesn't have money, and it's really funny. Like, it's really good. It's one of those situations where you're like a little stressed because she's lying and you hope everything goes well, but at the same time it's funny. Like, I'm enjoying it. So if I have to read any kind of situation, I like the fact that we're following like a working female in this time and era, which is not common. So I really like that, and so far so good, and I'm hoping to finish it tonight. Unfortunately, I'm still reading the same book, and I keep holding on the wrong side. I'm still reading this book. It's really good. I love it, so I'm not upset that I'm reading it, but it's taking me a long time to read. This is like my 4th or 5th day reading this book, so I'm sorry if you're sick of seeing this in my vlogs, but I'm going to be finishing it this morning. Aren't I, James? Mm-hmm. Yes. So I'm this far along. I'm almost done. I'm on page 400. I woke up and read a little bit more because I am enjoying myself. I read until like 11 o'clock did I read last night? Not very much. Yesterday was a busy day. I watched a lot of news, and I find if like announcements are being made, it takes a good portion of your day if you watch the news a lot like I do. Anyways, I'll talk about that after. But this is really good, the last story. The last story is an American one, but I'm learning I don't hate it. I actually kind of like it, especially if it's not like Western, but set in a city where the woman is like a working woman, and it's really good. I really like it. It's really funny. Like, I've been laughing. It's one of those stressful situations where like you're stressed out, even though it's funny. You're a little bit anxious. It's one of those anxious stories, but it's really good. I'm really enjoying it. I'm gonna find this hard to rate because 2 stories I gave like I'm giving 4 stars, and the last 2 I think I'm gonna give 5 stars because I really enjoyed them a lot. I think I'm being over generous with these short stories with my rating because there are short stories. Like, there's only so much the author can do, but if they can do a decent amount in the short story, then I think I'm pleased, I guess, and I feel like it's deserving of the rating if they're able to get emotions out of me in a short amount of time and feel like it's a full-fledged story. So I definitely feel like that with these stories. They're not short. Like, obviously they're each like about 100 pages or more because it's over 400 and there's 4 stories in here. So I'm really enjoying this. This is a great way to see which authors you may or may not like. So I'm definitely enjoying it. I do recommend this if you're looking for regency short story romance. So I'm gonna get reading, finish my coffee, and then start other things. We're staying home all day. I thought my son was gonna have an appointment, but he has a runny nose, so I can't take him now. So he's gonna chill with me. Aren't you, bud? Mm. All right. Okay, so I'm gonna be ending the vlog here. I'm gonna be leaving the link for other vlogs if you want to watch more vlogs from me. The link will be down below, and there's also videos on the screen if you want to see more content from me. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe if you have not done so. You can follow me on Goodreads and Instagram, and you know what? I want you to keep reading. Bye.